Hello, this is Patricia,
And Emma.
and we're here today to share a layout I created using Coco Daisy's May kit called Here Am I. This kit is filled with lots of pretty papers, and it is. And I really like to start, my favorite is to start a layout with pattern papers. So what I'm doing here is I'm flipping through the different pattern papers to decide what will look good. And I had pre-cut those arrows that I keep placing on the layouts because I know that I want that as part of the design. So I'm really just fiddling around and deciding on what layout would work. I really like the chevron look to this paper, so I'm going to cut those and then I'm going to cut each arrow out. So I had the photo in mind, and because of the photo, I wanted the sort of dynamic type of design to point to that photo. So I know these little arrows will come in handy, and I liked the back of this paper, the graph paper from Crate Paper.
Yes, you did.
So, and that's when right there, I don't know if you saw it, the arrows, I decided I really liked how they looked along those little chevrons. And then I'm going to add some of the cardstock to make those little chevrons pop more. But then I decided I really liked the floral side of it. It gave a lot more color to the layout. So I'm going to go with that side instead, using that pretty red color cardstock from the kit. Okay, so the design and the colors are starting to come together, and as I place things, I put the photo there and make sure that it's how I want it to be working out. As I place things, I'm starting to decide what I want to place either under or around the photo to make the photo stand out a little bit more. So I'm going to start pulling out some of the other items from the kit, like these chipboard speech bubbles and some of the tags, the frames. There's so many little goodies in this kit, and it was just hard to just pick exactly what I wanted. This tag was perfect underneath it. It went with the rich colors that were already in the layout. And picking the frame was the hardest part because I had in mind the square photo, but you'll see that I changed that here in a little bit.
Okay, I would like to tell you my mom is a really good scrapper, and also I want to tell you I'm a really good scrapper too. She thinks I'm better at scrapping than I'm even better. But you know what I'm really good at? Beating Dad at games. And about the frames, if I was Mom, I would pick the gold one, but Mom does kind of like the other one.
And just like Emma, I really liked that pretty gold sparkly frame, but the gold and the red in this frame just really went better with the overall layout. I really didn't want to cut my picture. I thought about letting it hang over like that or under, but I went ahead and cut it. And now I'm just going to keep on figuring out little things that I want to add either under the photo or around it if I want to add any more frames. And go ahead and place those arrows. I really liked how they came out next to those little arrows or chevrons.
You know, if I was Mom, I would press the L's down really, really, really hard, but not too hard. If I decided where they're gonna go, and I also want to tell you, I make good little projects, too.
I love that we get this envelope of the Evolicious die cuts and little tags. And this one in particular with the gold was perfect. And next I decided I haven't added any journaling yet, and I had that big huge triangle at the top and I could type some journaling on it. But before I do that, I take a scratch piece of paper and just start writing whatever comes to my mind. It doesn't make sense, it's just thoughts. So then once I have my thoughts written down, I send that triangle through my typewriter. But I leave enough room because I really liked the way it looked with those numbers from the now and then stickers that you see right there. So I left enough room in between each little saying so that I could add a number to it. And then the next thing I did is for a little bit more texture, I added stitching to all the triangles and the arrows. And now I'm going to start placing a few more things here. I don't want to create too many layers under my photo. I have a lot of color and a lot of texture already on the layout. But I love this sticker and I do think it needs a little something. So I just cut the sticker apart. I cut the journey part off and then I cut it in half so that it looks like it goes the length of the frame there. I knew I wanted to use the Here My stamp from the stamp set as my title. So I'm trying to decide exactly where I want to add it. And on the graph paper, there's a section right there where you're going to see in a little bit. It was all of a sudden a light bulb moment. That is the perfect spot for it. I couldn't believe. So I had to move the picture and everything over. And that little darker spot on that graph paper fit the stamp perfectly. And I love the ink color that comes in the main kit. It's a really rich golden color. And it was enough pop and enough color that you could see the title. It was nice, crisp, and clean.
I love helping my mom put on pop dots on stickers, and pizzas and lots of other things like that. So anyway, I'm very helpful.
I had to use those gold studs that are in the kit. They are so pretty. And there's so much gold and so many. I pulled more of the rich colors from this kit. You could really make a very soft layout from this kit. But I really liked the pop of the red and the teals and the gold. I liked those rich colors for this layout. I think it went well. My photo has a lot of warmth to it. My shirt is a warm colored shirt. So it really went well. There's that same sticker. That sticker got used 3 different ways. I cut the journey off of it, then I cut it in half and used the matte part on either side of the tag next to the frame, and then I used the journey part at the very bottom. So that sticker got used 3 different ways. Now I'm deciding if I want to add a few more things. I don't want to clutter it up too much, but I feel like it needs just a little bit more fun things. And the hearts are perfect for this. It's a layout about myself. And I keep a little small bottle. You saw it a few scenes ago. It's a little small bottle and I have it there in the upper left hand corner if you can see it. It's a little travel bottle. I fill it with baby powder and I use it all the time on stickers to take the stickiness off because a lot of times I do like to pop dot things. So I use that for the hearts, and in the end you'll see the final layout. I moved one of those hearts over. I didn't quite like where it was placed after all. But I love also these stickers, these alpha stickers that are in the kit. I mean, they match so perfectly with that frame. So, and I had the empty space there under my photo where I was jumping. So I used that right on top of the photo. Now I covered this chipboard with that ink that comes in the kit. It is such a gorgeous rich color. I did heat it a little bit with the heat gun and it sets it so that it's permanent. I was going to leave it as is, but I decided after that it needed a little bit more pop. So to go with the red that's already in the triangles of the layout, I cut another piece of that cardstock to go behind the hide.
Oh, it was a really fun day on the trampoline, dumping with Mom. It was a really sunny day.